Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a case for our pod. So you're going to need some beads and you're going to need some thread. The thread I'm using is 0.7 mm. So for starters, you're always going to start by making a ring, which a ring always contains 4 beads. So you put 4 beads on the thread and then you hook it at the last bead to make your ring. After making a ring, you want to start building, your project. So once you have the 4, you have to be adding 3 on each. So 2 on one thread and then 1 on the other thread. And once you're done locking, it's going to give you 4, like it's going to give you a ring of 4 again. So it's like playing, should I say Tetris? Or sort of like building a puzzle. You're just putting like things in place. So yeah, just because you start with 4 doesn't mean you have to keep going with 4. You just have to keep going with 3 and it will like keep building your projects for you. So you're gonna decide how long you want the beads to be on whatever like pods that you're using. So this isn't like iPod, so I didn't want to give measurements. That's why I put mine inside, so you can follow this procedure, and if you put yours in, you can be able to determine how many like lines of rings that you need. So I closed it. When I put the pots in, I noticed it wouldn't really work, so I had to change it. So I took it out and I got like a much smaller one, and that one worked perfectly. So now I have the shape and the size of it. So now I can start, building. And this is a very easy thing to do. So if you're starting on beads making and you're not so sure, you don't want to go into like really big projects, you can start with something really small like this. Normally I post bags, but this time I was like, let me post something simple and easy. So as you're going up, you want to it's sort of like you're weaving something. Okay, so in order to join, you want to put a thread through whatever bead that you already have, like I'm going to show you guys now. So put a thread through, and then when you count the beads on that side, you have 2 already. So the only thing you're going to do is to add 2 beads more. Here I think I made a mistake, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I did. So I took one off, and then you're gonna just lock the second one in place, and that's gonna give you 4. So as you guys can see, even when you're a pro or you've done this several times, it's very easy for you to make mistakes and lose counts, but that's okay. You can always, take things off. You can always redo, and just be checking your projects as you're going. And as you thread everything, just be counting. If it's still hard for you, just remember when you're starting, you start with 4. As you're creating the size of whatever you need to do, you start adding 3, and then once you're weaving to create the size, like the bigger size of your project, you start adding 2. Just keep that in mind, and then it makes it quite easy. So now I think I have the total length of the project I'm making. So this was very easy. This took me like a very short time. So actually, if you're okay like this, you can leave it, but I feel like it doesn't really support anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the part where the charger is supposed to go, like that entire portion. However, I'm gonna leave the portion where the little charger like spot is. That way you can plug in your charger whenever you need to charge it. So what we're doing is we're just adding 1 row of bead to close each end of the project. So I don't know how to explain this, Please just watch. Yeah, and then we're gonna join. So when you're ending something, then it becomes just an extra bead to add. So as you can see, I already have 3. So the only thing I'm going to add is 1. So just remember, it goes from 4 to 3 to 2 and then to 1. So 1 is when, like you're maybe joining something together and you've gotten to the very last end, as I did with this. And then you want to like finish it and you lock it in place. So sorry I was out of frame, but there we go. So that's the only thing we're doing for the other side, and then we're going to pass the thread through the like entire project so we can get onto the other side and do the same thing that we did. We're going to repeat it for the other side as well. Okay, so here's what it looks like out of the airport. And also I keep getting this question about the projects being wavy and shaky when you're doing it. As you can see, mine was a bit wavy. It's something that happens with bead making. You just want to make sure you're tightening your project, like tighten the thread as you're making your stuff. And normally when you're starting, it's going to be very wavy. So as you're building your project, especially for bags and everything, as you're building everything, just make sure you're tightening with every stitch or every bead you place. Just make sure you make the thread really you pull it really tight, really taut, and it will take the bag or whatever projects you're doing will take care of itself once you're done. So this was very quick and easy. Like I said, we're done, and now the only thing I'm going to do is to pass the thread through as many beads as I can again, and once you're done, you're just going to snip it, and that's it. So I hope you guys try this and leave me comments. Let me know how you did, and hopefully I'll see you guys in another video. Bye. Oh, and also always keep a pin with your needle. That way, like when threads are not coming out, you can use it to push it and pull it. So I think the height was too short for me, so I went ahead and then I added extra height. Okay, so do whatever you want. You can make it very short, you can make it high, you can actually be creative and use different color beads. So it's it's all a matter of your creativity. I only had these color beads laying around, which I had bought for another project, but I didn't like how it turned out because of the size. So yeah, I thought I'll use some for this, and I still use it till there. It's so pretty. It's on my my pod case. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this, and yeah. So this also makes it easy for you to charge. You can even add key holders. You can add any charms or whatever you have, and this also makes it easy to plug in your charger and you're good to go. Thank you for watching.